It is the final chapter for the keeper of Boston Light.
When the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, her 20 years at the helm will be over. In tonight's Eye on Earth, meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff shows us the end of a lifelong journey for the last Coast Guard lighthouse keeper in the United States.
Watching the seagulls being out in the wind in their wings, and it's pure joy. I love being on a small island, being so close to the water.
Sally Snowman is easy to talk to. We sat on a rock barrier in Hull discussing one of the loves of her life, Boston Light.
In my heart of hearts, Boston Light is my home. I took to it like a fish to water.
In 2003, Sally became the keeper of the lighthouse, originally opened in 1716.
I'm the 70th keeper, and the first 69 were all men. When I got offered the job, I couldn't believe it.
The call of the stone tower came to her at a very early age.
My first experience to Boston Light was when I was 10 years old, and I stepped off to the beach, looked up at the light and said, "Daddy, when I grow up, I want to get married out here," and I did in 1994.
Sally and her husband had such adoration for Boston Light that they later wrote a book about it, and ultimately, that helped land her dream job.
It's, you know, I died and went to heaven. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm really doing this.
The lighthouse was civilianized post 9/11, an effort to free up members of the Coast Guard. Every year, she lived on Little Brewster Island for about 6 months. Alone during the week, with her husband on weekends, Sally did the little stuff, cleaning, checking mechanical equipment, and admiring the natural beauty around her.
There's a view out every window. I mean, even in the bathroom, when you're in the shower, you can see Graves Light.
Sally's role was changed in 2018 when the lighthouse failed a safety inspection, and she was restricted to daytime maintenance visits.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It doesn't have the beauty.
It doesn't have the beauty.
Sally spends some of her time now at the Lifesaving Museum in Hull, a perfect spot to keep an eye on the beloved lighthouse.
Do we still need aids to navigation?
But the tide is going out on this last lighthouse keeper in America. Long since automated, there will be a transfer of ownership through the National Historic Lighthouse Preservation Act of 2000. Do you think you'll miss it?
Oh, I know I'll miss it.
And when we asked just how hard it will be to say goodbye, this woman, that's so easy to talk to, could barely speak.
It is such a huge honor, and it's something that I've been dreaming about since I was 10 years old. Just keep on dreaming the dreams.
Sally does say no matter who takes over Boston Light next, she would love to be a tour guide, and adds she wouldn't even tell them she was a past keeper. She just wants people to know its history. In the studio, meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff, WBZ News. What a great story, and to know that she said to her father when she was that little that I want to be in that lighthouse. Pretty amazing, living out a dream.
Yeah, and if she's able to continue the next part of her dream of being a tour guide out there, I think she should mention that she was the keeper of the light. That's special and important.
Pretty great story by Jacob.